You're a little pansy-ass, egotistical little 20-something-year-old nincompoop.
I just figured out what SWR stands for.
There's got to be a point in your life where you have to grow up.
I did. I just found out what SWR stands for. Signal to weirdo ratio.
God, listen to this guy.
That Mike's the kind of guy that you go into a bar and he's sitting there mouthing off. About 20 minutes later, somebody just knocks the hell out of him.
Yeah, I'll walk right up to him and cock him once. He'll fall into his drink and they'll say, oh, he's drunk. And they won't even know that somebody popped him in the head so fast, nobody even knew it happened.
There you go.
Hey, what do you do for a living, by the way?
What I do is I go to bars and I find people like you and pop them right in the nose. It breaks the nose, sends it up to the brain. Normally they live, but sometimes they die. And I just say, the asshole had too much to drink. Call the cops. And they come in and
he fell down the steps.
Found out he fell into his drink and it pushed his nose up into his brain.
Yeah.
And then they buried the guy.
Yeah.
Nobody knows he was cold cocked real quick.
America.
And you need to get help, over.
Oh, come on over here and help me.
W3JMD, it's 11 o'clock.
For a living.
I think.
No. Now, your friends are going to come over.
KSATD.
You have serious psychological problems, and everybody knows it.
Well, I'm glad they do. That makes me famous.
Yeah, that makes you in need of help. And I'm telling you, it's there.
Everyone knows Wackiness. He was down on 50 pissing those guys off earlier.
Oh, was that true, Mr. Mike? Were you pissing the guys off on 50 a little earlier?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure I was.
Kay makes his rounds.
Yeah, because the frequency... Look, let's not divert. Let's not shoot.
Is it frequency agility, or I just got thrown out of that bar and I came to another one?
Little weasel. He's got serious problems.
Mr. Wiener. We should call him Mr. Wiener.
Help him get some help. Wouldn't that be the proper thing to do?
Well, what it sounds like to me is they threw you out of the bar at 3850. So now it's like you're trying to get thrown out of this bar.
I just ignored his dumb ass and he had to leave.
Yeah, really.
Oh, that works.
Yes, serious psychological problems. Let's talk about that.
I thought we tried that and we found it didn't work.
So, you're telling me that he wouldn't go get help?
Jim likes my psychological problems.
No. So, you guys are saying that you're not...
We all have the same psychology.
Get him help, over?
Abnormal.
Jim thinks that if you come here, you can help me.
Well, I mean, you can go get help yourself. I mean, you don't sound stupid. You just sound emotionally retarded. And I think you probably were beat as a kid.
I think it's because you dented your microphone, Theo. With a dented microphone, it makes you sound that way.
A dented microphone?
Uh-huh.
How did it get dented?
I don't know. You dropped it?
Go to the county health.
No.
You can get some help.
It could be because the antenna's real low. Was there feedback in it?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just...
Get some help.
Since he's saying you sound that way, I said, well, it's because you dented your microphone.
Yeah, last guy I came here, I hit him over the head with it, killed him, and it hurt, put a little dent in the microphone, but I think that added audio characteristics.
Well, listen, I mean, he's threatened me like 3 times now.
I didn't threaten you. Come on over, though.
Be a few strikes. He's emotionally, he's got an emotion problem 3 times. And so I don't know how, maybe he's 16 years old. I don't know. If he was 16, I'd give him a call.
Why would anybody be pissed off at a guy like Mike Wagner? I mean, give me a break. I mean, yeah.
And,
you mean Mike Wiener? It's Mike Wiener.
He's going to spew it out at me just because I hold him accountable. But his dad probably beat him. His dad probably wasn't around. But there's help. Why don't you guys try to get him help, over?
Come on over. You can help me yourself. It's like that commercial with rodents. The rodents go in, but they don't come out. So I can show you how that trap works personally. You can go into the thing and you won't come out. And it's a very good demonstration, but I can only show it to you one time.
Yeah, but I'm going to ask you a question. As a man, do you want help or not?
There's a lot of things you can only do once, Mike. I mean, you have to become aware of that.
I want to know if he wants help or not. Do you want help or not?
Oh, sure, only if you come here in person.
No, we don't want
Now,
any
why
help.
does it have to be me?
Because you're the one that sees the things that I needed, so come on over. I invite you
Very
over.
much so, we're
Primary
helpless.
question here. Do you want help?
Only if you come over here.
Why me?
Because I have a big yard and I can put you in a place back there.
Well, so you don't really want help, do you?
No, I want to help you.
You don't want to help. You don't want to get help for your own problems, do you?
No, actually, I want to try my bulldozer out. I want to see if I can dig enough big hole to put you in. And then if it can, that proves my point that the dozer with a bucket on it can dig an actual hole. And then I can put you in there real deep, and then I'll see how long it takes for the stink to come up, and then I'll put lime on it, and things will be great, man. It's an experiment. I got to see how long it takes before, if I can actually cover it up and cover the stink up way in the back, or if I got to put water on it every day with lime or hydrochloric acid. There's got to be a way. I've got to know how to do this properly, and you would help me with my experiment.
So if we have a really good summer, you're going to plant him so you can have a nice Mike tree?
That sounds like...
Yeah, I think it'd be great to have Mike Wiener trees growing and see just what kind of faces are on them.
You is no. Your answer is no. You don't want help. That's right. That's all I have to ask. There you go. KB9RZ.
No, I do need help. I need you to come over here. I want to try that experiment because I really need to find out what kind of chemicals to use to make it so that nobody detects the body. And I've never buried a person yet to find out what exactly is going to happen. I do know from being in Knoxville, where they have a bunch of dead bodies out at University of Tennessee, there's a bunch of dead bodies out in the yard, but they're out there stinking and rotting away. But I want to see what happens when you bury somebody, if there's some formula mathematically that if I go at a certain depth, that you're not going to smell it. So I got to dig a big hole, put you in it, and find out if that is deep enough to prevent stink from coming up. And if I find the right ratio, I'm going to publish it. So yeah, if you put somebody down 12 feet, you won't smell them. Then that solves a problem that I've always wondered about.
You're a weirdo.
Get used to it. It gets worse.
Oh, you're about the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. What are you going to do to me?
I told you, I listen to 7200 and I take notes, and I've learned a lot of shit.
Yeah, but you're a little tiddlywink.
Really?
But you're mad at me. I mean, I never did anything to you, but you're mad at me, and you want to kill me and spare me and do experiments out in the backyard with how my body rots. And
Don't you want to put electrodes in him and see if he jerks and jolts when you before you bury him? See if you can make him animate him.
wow, we're learning new things today.
Hey, that's right. I could put a electrode on each side of his carcass and then put the voltage in there and find out what different voltages do to the carcass and analyze the gas that comes off. It'd be interesting. Seriously, it's a lot of interesting experimentation that needs to be done to add to Hitler's Nazi notes and the Chinese torture notes. And I mean, this is something that needs to be done. We need this data in the database when you do these kinds of experiments to somebody and carcasses, because he wouldn't live that way through it. So then you've got to transfer over from living to death. Then there's a bunch of experiments you can do on the carcass until there's nothing left of it. Then you just throw it out in the yard and use it as fertilizer on your trees or the weeds or whatever wants to grow with it. And then I can find out, what is this fertilizer good for? Do the weeds like it, or can I put it on vegetation that we eat, or the trees like it, or blueberry bushes? There's got to be something that this juice is still good for something.
Oh, wow. Dr. Mengele lives again.
10 minutes ago, you wanted to do that to me personally, over?
That's how you're going to help me.
So you want to do that to me personally, right?
Well, sure. Yeah, come on over.
Yeah, so you want to do that to me personally.
Well, are you retarded? How many times do I have to say yes?
Yeah.
I mean, this already has got a problem. You don't understand English. No. Do you know how to say that in Spanish, Jim?
Radio, yes.
Oh, Lord.
I know.
And Possum out here.
Aren't you glad I came back?
God.
What the hell?
I'm still laughing.
You guys are getting weirder and weirder every week. I come out here and listen to you guys.
Yeah, we've been overdosed on Joe.
Weirder every week.
Yeah, we've OD'd on Joe and Maguku.
That's because we...
Well, I don't know. I'm not friends with Magoo or Joe, and I don't think either one of them like me too much. But here's the thing. I'm not friends with anybody. But Jim,
We can see why.
really proud of yourself for upholding this weirdo psychopath?
I'm just trying to
That's
enjoy the night, and I've been laughing so far.
Yeah, Jim, I look up to Jim. He's my mentor. He taught me all I know about inviting you over and to how to prep you. How do you think I know? Jim told me how to do it.
You're upholding this weird psychopathy that we're listening to.
Psychopathy.
I don't care what you do. I don't care
Psychopathy
what you do.
101.
Just taking notes here, folks.
Is that a 2 or 3 hour course?
2 or 3 hours.
Oh, it might be like 3 sessions of 2 hour.
He has no idea what kind of notes that we have, Jim. Psychopathy.
You know, you could give them as a wiener treat.
A wiener treat? That's Margie's job.
No, I'm saying as a housewarming gift.
A what? What is that?
You just were saying you were going to grow a Mike Wiener tree.
Oh, yeah, but I got to put a Mike Wiener in the ground first and then water it regularly or it's not going to grow.
Yeah, and then you could, take a cutting and graft it onto something else and then give a wiener tree.
Yeah, no bones about it. Jim, you need a beer.
No, not yet.
But that's what started this whole thing. My fault. I mean, it was pretty nice of me to invite you to have a beer in your own house where, you don't have to come over here, but there's one upstairs, and I invited you to a beer, and then this guy's giving me a hard time for inviting you nicely to a beer. I mean, my God, I'm just being nice and friendly and offering you a beer. I don't see anything wrong with that, and you don't even have to drive over here to get it. Just go up to your kitchen, and I invited you to one in your own kitchen. That's pretty damn nice.
Maybe he already knew that you were going to use the bulldozer.
No, he started that crap. Then I had to invite him over here for his adjustment.
Well, hey, you little faggot. What's your address? I'm going to come over. You told me to come over. You said you were going to bury my body. I want your address. Go.
One moment. W3JMD at 22.
Oh, wait a minute.
N8CSU.
He wanted to bury my body in the
KB9RZ.
backyard, and he was inviting me over. Everybody heard. I'm asking him for his address. What's your address, Peanut?
Look it up on QRZ.
P.O. Box.
What's your call sign?
Never mind.
What's your call sign, faggot?
Never mind, I don't have one.
Yeah.
I never got a license. I'm a bootlegger, but nobody gives a shit, nobody cares, and the FCC doesn't even know.
I'll come over and pay you a visit, you little faggot face. What's your address? Come on. I knew you were going to be a little coward faggot.
Oh, yeah, well,
You don't even
can
have a
go
call
fuck yourself,
sign.
because that's what you always do.
Hold on.
Illegal operation.
You know what, he came back, he got a drink or some man pills, now he thinks he's brave and a big man, and he's pulling the big man routine. Well, I'm going to come over there. Yeah, you
What
can
is
come
your
over here, but you ain't going to
address?
leave, buddy, you ain't going to leave. So, I don't know, I don't really advise it, but if you want to, you will help me with some vital research that I wanted to perform, but I need a carpet to do that.
You said, come on over.
Hold on a
You're going
second,
to bury my body in the backyard. I want your address. I'm going to pay you a little visit, motherfucker. What's your address?
I may over too, but I already knew better.
What is your address?
Yeah, I may throw him in the blue pool and reduce him to bones first. I'm not really sure if he's going to be buried or dissolved or maybe electrocuted or burned. I mean, there's so many ways. Maybe how much heat does it take to dissolve the human body? Besides cremation, just heat versus flame. There's a lot of questions that I need to find out. What does it take? And how long does it take? And what does it smell like? And, things like that. And what kind of mineral content could be left? And is the DNA still traceable? There's just millions of questions.
How much hydrofluoric acid? How many gallons of hydrofluoric do you need to dissolve everything?
Yeah, I mean, would I want to use sulfuric, hydrochloric, hydrofluoric, nitric acid? I mean, there's so many different acids. Can I make, like solder has tin and lead and it works better than each element by itself. It melts at a lower temperature. Maybe if I put a combination of acids together, it works a hell of a lot better than just one or two. It's all combinations. If you can get the right combinations, then you'd be surprised what could happen.
Well, hydrofluoric, it kills the nerves real quick. So there's no pain and it dissolves the bone.
Come over.
Yeah, that's true.
Or how am I going to come over? Over?
Mike, CO's address is 225 Main Street, Newington, Connecticut.
Let me get say it again. Nope.
06111. Copy?
Hey, what's your address again?
It's 225 Main Street, Newington, Connecticut, 06111.
225 Main Street. What?
Don't tell him.
Connecticut.
No, I didn't hear it because you're dead in the noise. Let's get this straight. 225 Main Street.
What a freaking moron.
Yeah, 225 Main Street.
Yeah, what's he saying? I can't hear this little faggot.
Yeah, don't tell him, Matt.
Yeah, tell me. Tell me, Matt.
225 Main Street, Newington, Connecticut.
What's the town, though? What's the town?
Newington.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Newington, you know, and on my box it says ARRL. Those are my initials.
His call is
Yeah, what is this little faggot saying? What town does he live in?
Newington, Connecticut.
Newington, Connecticut.
Right.
Now,
You
what
can
do
find the
think
zip code on your
about
own
little
dime.
faggot? That's going to be fun. Well, 225 Main Street,
06111.
Newington, Connecticut. I bet you don't live there. There's probably
I do live there.
an old lady who lives
I've
there.
been to his place.
Yeah, some old lady lives there.
He's got a really freaking huge tower.
225
Yeah, this guy is such an idiot.
Newington, Connecticut. I love it.
All you gotta do is look it up on Google. You'll see he's got his antennas up.
That's right. And I got two separate buildings with antennas on both of them. You won't know what building I'm in because I got an underground tunnel that goes between the two.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. Hey,
Well,
we'll see you
I have a
later.
feeling the fun isn't going to last long.
We'll see you later, fag face.
Go ahead, cower out, you chicken.
Did somebody call me?
Hey, that's another thing, Jim.
Fag face.
I might just soak them in vinegar because vinegar makes bones so soft they can bend around in circles. I might just want to bend him.
Probably better.
Ossify him.
Skin and bones and his wife.
Non-ossify
You
him.
know, his
It'll
wife.
be
Yeah,
like
it's like Men in Black.
Hey,
Bend
little
him.
fag face.
And then he said,
Can't
no!
McDonald's.
Men in Black 2.
Fag face. Come on, you know you are.
Non-ossification. Unossification.
Yeah, I want to bend him.
Hey, I'll see you later, tough guy.
Okay, Baltinian, we'll see you later.
You said it yourself. You want to invite
He's
me
a
out to bury
Baltinian?
my bones in the back?
Yeah, he's a Baltinian.
On me. Well, let's see how well that goes. We'll talk to you later, fag face. Over.
Okay, Baltinian, have a good one.